Friday morning. No riding this week except for a session on the home trainer watching the Ronde van Vlaanderen on Monday. And now I might indulge in a few hours on the bike. Aiming north. And not sure what to expect, but I'll document the experience nonetheless and see what comes of this day. I started a wheels and tyres series, review series, like, commentary on bicycle products. And I haven't forgotten about that, but I'm just sort of, all of the stars have got to align. And sometimes I want to ride the bike. And today is one of those days. But, for the record, I have the reserve wheels, 42, 49s, and I've dropped the pressure ever so slightly in the 32mm Continental ASTR tyres. So there you go. I was going to go to the national park up north, but I can tell already that there's backburning going on today, backburning operations. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but here's my city with the backburning operations about 30 kilometres to the north. Okay, so smoke around my town. See the light coming off that building? That was interesting, wasn't it? See those little silhouettes? Quite interesting, isn't it? See that flag? See what it's doing? Ha ha ha. See that harbour? See that big battleship? So many things to look at. Sometimes you just got to stop, don't you? That's what I did. And now I'm not stopping. I'm going to continue for a while. Service with a smile. Smile. See what those flags are doing? I tell you, they're giving Sydney surfers a sense of hope. Yeah. Okay. Little deviation. And turn the light on. Just a little deviation so that I can do a few adjustments with a beautiful view. There we go. How's that? Huh? My city. Let's try it with a brighter light. My city. Isn't that lovely? Rhetorical question. Anyway, there's that smoke haze that I was talking about earlier, lingering over North Sydney in quite a, I would call, dramatic fashion. But I don't know if it's that dramatic through the lens of the GoPro camera. Anyway. Yeah. Huh. That was Dieter, who I dropped in at to jettison my arm warmers, because although we're in the middle of autumn because it's the 11th of April. It's really quite warm. Actually, I think it's going to be quite hot today. Yeah, so for the second time today, just reiterating the point, sometimes it's really nice just to stop and take in the view. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely, nice of you. Yeah. It's one of those days. It's too nice just to pedal, and I'm very, very, very easily distracted. And when you've got a bike path like this, hang on a second, what's that? Okay, so keep an eye out. If you see one, give us a shout. Alrighty. I've not been here before. Otherwise I'd tell you more about it, but it's really quite lovely, isn't it? I'm just going to pause and see if I can find a penguin. See if they've been hit with any tariffs. For no apparent reason, I thought I'd come to North Head because I've only been here about 3 times before in my life, and if you look at my Strava file, you'll realise it was easy to get lost. But keep getting these signs sporadically, only sporadically, for bike track, and there's pretty much no logic to it because this bike track is in Sydney, and the people who make signs in Sydney are pretty goddamn useless. The last time I came here and filmed, I pretty much got lost in the same way that I got lost today. But I didn't find this little sanctuary, which I'll soon reveal is really quite lovely, because look at this. I've not seen that before. And I'm just going up to this little lookout. Except for the fact that, as I've mentioned about 3 or 4 times, there's burning off and plenty of smoke. It's really quite pretty, even with the smell, which is really quite strong. Okay. A fortnight before Anzac Day, that's where I found myself. And there's a memorial walk there. And now I might go and get some exercise. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't planning to do any of that, but I'm sort of happy that I did. Gets better actually. Like I thought it was sort of the dead end there, but yo, evidently the dead end is still a while away. There's my city. Can you see that? I was saying to someone yesterday, after having ridden in Lithgow 6 days ago, that I've ridden everywhere in Sydney, and I'm bored with it, but I haven't ridden everywhere because I've never ever done this loop somehow, and I can't explain why. But yeah, it's very nice, isn't it? Here, this is where it is. Okay, there's a car park, because what else would you do with a glorious patch of land? But, you know, bang some cars there. The ocean is just there. I'll see if I can show you over this foliage. And now that I've stopped for that shot, I think I need to confess that I just lied to you, because I think I have seen that before. But if I have, it's not very often. Anyway, continuing. And soon I'm sure there'll be the punchline of punchlines and I can stop. But, oh, there's a sign saying no more bikes, so there we go. I have been here before. Cliff edge, okay? See that dude falling off? You don't want to do that. Ta-ta-ta-ta, no camping, no bikes, no dogs. But plenty of beauty amongst the smelly smoke. Yeah, it's really quite lovely, and I feel a bit stupid because all around have been other bike riders looking at me like, what are you talking about? We go here every day, but I don't live over here, so yeah, a little bit of adventure, exploration, let's call it, and very idle pedaling. So, for the sake of a bit of reporting, let's say, I went and did, this is my 5th lap of this little turnaround, and it's 3k, pretty much exactly, the loop, with about 30 metres of climbing. It's on gloriously smooth bitumen, and at this hour, there's not a lot of traffic. I have been held up once or twice because there's also speed bumps. Some you can avoid, and others that are quite prononcé, pronounced. And it's a bit like Mrs. Macquarie's with Chair, but on the north, in the sense that you can just do a loop. It's not Centennial Park. It's not long. It's sort of, you know, within a reasonable proximity to where you may otherwise ride. So you can just come in and sort of round out the ride. Here's one of those speed bumps that was very easy to avoid. And there's a black cockatoo right above me. And happy, 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 happy days. Ha 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 ha. Oh, there's been ravens, so I haven't really been paying much attention, but that was a yellowtail black cockatoo, and I bang on about it, probably way too much, but yeah, I hope I filmed that. I hope I got that on camera. I hope I got that on camera, I said. And here's one of the Très Prononcé speed bumps, which isn't all that, which isn't, in other words, it's not that severe, but they're there, so, you know, don't just come out here and bang it in the 55-11 or 55-10. Shut up. Okay, so, yeah, it's been a terrific morning, and I had other ambitions, but they've all out the window, because I found this little patch. Yeah, so I might continue my ride now, but there's my little summary from North Head. As the, well, not the fog, but the smoke is beginning to clear. Here's South Head to my left. There's my city and the smog. No, it's not smog, it's burn off. It's precautionary measures. And here's some speed bumps that I can avoid. And that could just end up being like a random story of my ride from the 11th of April 2025. Come on. Okay. Here we go. City. And C2. That's it. Finished. See you later. Maybe. If I find some more surprises, I'll share it with you, but I might just sign off. Bye-bye. Ciao. Okay, so the deviations continue. I just checked at this little entrance booth. Hey, can I ride down here? Yes. This is a station, it's called, but it's actually this road. That's leading me to the quarantine station at North Head. And this time, I'm pretty certain I can say I've never been here. 15km/h limit, so please respect that, ladies and gentlemen, if you come here on the bicycle. And holy man, isn't this madness? Madness, madness. That's just a car park and maintenance buildings by the look of it. But it's very pretty. Right, I'll give you a little lay of the land. Do you want to have a look at that? No. There you go. Okay. Cottage Road, blah, blah, blah. Do, 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 do. The kind man at the entrance booth said just be careful of the shuttle buses. And I felt like saying, dude, I live in Sydney and I ride a bike. Like, this isn't threatening, but it's bloody beautiful. Look at this. There we go. Huh. Okay. So, ta-da, that's what that is. And I'm just looking out for the shuttle bus, which is not at all threatening, and just having a little squeeze along these quarantine buildings. I think that's really quite lovely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Tourism with Rob in his own town at a place he's never been before. So he can't tell you very much about it other than what he's just been told by someone else. But I can show you around. Here's what it looks like. Da, 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 da. I stopped a bush regeneration volunteer and said, you know, is this a nice place? And she said, yeah, I love working here. And said, lots of snakes about. And she said, only some diamond pythons. And that's all. So there you go. If you come here, look out for them because they're very beautiful. And ta-da, my city. More quarantine buildings. And I'd say pretty much a dead end. But I can just squeeze across this little bit of sandstone. Gently as he throws his bike on the ground. And I'll show you what it looks like. Poor bike. Shouldn't have done that. Anyway, I did. This is the closest accident, or the closest I've come to an accident while filming. Anyway, all's well that ends well, because look. Ta-ta! Wow, that's a totally different perspective. Never seen that in my life. But I liked it. I'm coming back here. Yeah, isn't that lovely? My town, my bike. I didn't drop it really bad. Anyway, just a stumble, I call it. Right. Yes. Should we go down that path? Yes. Oh. Ta-da! Somehow I found myself at Narrabeen Lagoon again. Ooh. And yeah, I didn't really care if I was going to get some exercise or just have an idle tourism ride, but I didn't quite expect the tourism to this lazy extent. But yeah, that's what's happened, so who cares? So yeah, a little drone test flight, and that went all right, or actually very good if you ask me. But although I had the setting for the path as narrow, it didn't quite dodge that tree, I think.